I feel like exactly what we're seeing with Kai Cenat and the way that he carries his streams and the way that Ishowspeed carries his streams is the exact same thing that we were seeing with Mr. Beast and the way that he affected YouTube. I think
mean,
that Kai and Speed shifted the landscape of streaming from more of a you're getting 3 hours, 4 hours of raw, the creator raw, right? Them playing the game, their faults, their failures.
Pajamas.
They in their pajamas, they interacted with chat. And although I'll say, I do like nowadays the entertainment factor. I feel like back then, just going like, oh, thank you, Chad, for the bits, thanks. And then going back to playing the game. I feel like that is a little boring. And I do like the entertainment factor that Kai and Speed brought to the game. But I don't like the fact that we're trying to make streams fast-paced and segmented.
Well, let me shout out a few creators, though.
Mm-hmm.
The Black Hokage. You know who that is?
You've been telling me about him. You've been telling me about him. You know who he is? I haven't tapped in, but you've told me about him before. And you've said that I should go check him out.
I feel like I need to put people on to the Black Hokage. He's my favorite streamer. That I felt like it was more organic. I feel like when I watch Kai, it's so...
Feels like a character. Feels played up.
Sorry. I feel like it's so like forced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's so forced and it doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel real. I don't feel like I'm actually, it just feels like a gimmick. And I don't.
It does. It's like a gimmick. And the thing that I hate is the fact that streaming, what was once like 4 hour raw, the creator is now getting turned into these 1 hour and 30 to 2 hour streams where we're getting segments and clip farms. We're not getting raw creator, them as a person. We're getting played up characters trying to get clips and their segments. So this is what streamers nowadays will do. Okay, we're going to do this hot wing challenge. And they're turning a Twitch stream into a YouTube video. And they're just having 5 YouTube videos in a row. They're just like, okay, boom, once we're done doing the hot wing challenge, now we're moving on to the next segment. Now we're doing drinking every craft soda from Japan. After that, I gotta quickly, so that way I don't lose viewers, turn from my desktop to my phone so that way I can do an IRL stream because we're gonna hit the town and interview people with brain rot questions. Now, after I do that, we're gonna 1v1 Ishowspeed for 10 grand. And then we're gonna have Mr. Beast in the background go and have his face all over the video so that way I can just get the click-through rate. Shut the fuck up. Like that's the thing is that I feel like I'll shout out one creator, Joe Bartolozzi, right? I feel like he does a good job of like he's still kind of implementing the segments and he's still like keeping it entertaining, but he's raw. He's himself. He's not playing up to the camera. He gives his real takes. He gives his real opinion. It may not be the most engaging at times, but I would much rather have that where it's still the entertainment value that maybe Ninja and Tim the Tatman didn't have and all those streamers of old didn't have, but we're getting at least that rawness that we're missing with like Speed and Lacy and all that. And the thing is that I can appreciate these creators. The thing is that I can appreciate the fact that they're entertainers, right? Lacy's a good entertainer. Speed's a good entertainer, right? Great entertainer. Okay. But I don't like what they're doing to the platform. I don't necessarily love the fact that we're clip farming 24/7. I don't necessarily love the fact that it's just rinse and repeat the same thing with the same thumbnail, just different person. If you look at Kai, Lacy, Marlon, Ronaldo, probably even Plagboy Max. If you look at all these people, they all have the same exact layout of their channels. They all have the same exact strategies for getting views. They all have the same exact rinse and repeat. They have their live channel. They have their main channel. They upload all their streaming clips on a clip channel. They have multiple people upload clips for them. They have their streams, like highlights uploaded on their live channel. Their main channel is saved for big production videos. Then they stream, they get the clips, they clip farm on stream, and it's just 2 hours of straight W-Riz on camera until they get 50 clips, and then they upload all those clips, and then that's their formula.
That's where they get all their attention from. It's TikTok. Like, that's that TikTok.
Literally.
That's that TikTok. Literally. It's not really Kai. I think Kai took it and ran with it and popularized it, but man, this was being done back in Vine, bro.
True.
This to a lesser extent. It was being done back in Vine.
That's true.
And to me, when I look at the current day streaming, I realize that it's not my generation streaming. My generation streaming was the Daquans, the Ninjas, early Ninja. Y'all don't even know. Not Ninja now. Not Ninja now. Blue hair, Ninja. Peak blue hair Ninja.
Mixer. Nah, I'm playing.
Yo.
I'll play.
But Tifu.
Tifu, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you had
Allie,
yep. Who else? I'm trying to think of some non-Fortnite streamers, like some actual. Did Penguin live stream at this point?
I don't know.
Did Penguin live?
He might have.
Was he live?
You talking about Moist Critical or different? Yeah. I think so. He's an OG, so he probably.
I don't know when he got into the live streaming game.
Yeah, no, because he's been live streaming since it was Justin TV before it turned to Twitch.
Okay, so yeah,
so
Moist.
He's for sure. Moist, Ludwig for me. I've been watching Ludwig for a long time. I forgot about
Ludwig. Yep, Ludwig.
Yeah, I've been watching Ludwig for a long time, bro. It's just like that generation, which are now like the boomer streamers, the millennial streamers. Like that's like, the thing is that I don't necessarily love how boring they were and how disconnected from their audience they were, but at the same time I'm not liking this. Like, but there was no gap in between.
I feel like there's a greater disconnect now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you think so?
I think there is. I feel like it's corporate. I feel like it's so corporate. I watch Kai and I'm like, I feel like it's so corporate. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
it's corporate in a different way, though. Like, I feel like it's corporate in a different way. I feel like it's corporate in the way that they're rinsing and repeating the same thing, and they're not really switching up. Like, they're switching up their content, but not, right? Like Mr. Beast, right? Like, he'll switch up who he's giving the $100,000 to and how he's giving
maybe
the
challenge, yeah, but it's the same.
But it's $100,000. Yeah, it's still the same $100,000. Like, Kai can get sturdy, but he's just getting sturdy with Lil Baby. He's just getting sturdy with Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Lacy can say somebody smell like shit to Cristiano Ronaldo, but then also say it to Stable Ronaldo or Marlon or whoever the fuck is with him. You know what I mean? It's like it's corporate in the way that they're getting views, but I feel like the streamers of old had a problem with
retention, keeping their people retention.
Retention, but also with connecting with their viewers. I feel like the streamers of old back on Justin TV were probably connecting with their viewers, but I feel like the Ninja and Tim the Tap Man, they weren't. I feel like they were disconnected, because if you watch the Ninja stream, it was like, oh, thank you, whatever, for the 100 bits, right? And then he would go back to playing the game. He wouldn't interact with that person. There was no connection being built. He wouldn't like rage bait off of that donation or anything like that. It was just like, okay, there's a hierarchy here. I'm the streamer, you're the chatter, you donate me money, I just read it off real quick, and then that's it.
Definitely.
Where I feel like Lacy, like whenever somebody like sends something in the donations, he'll make it a big deal. Or like Kai, he'll be like, bro, hey, Derek, why'd you say that, bro? Why'd you say that? What do you like? You know what I mean? And I don't know, whatever. But
I think that's kind of where the Black Hokage comes in. He kind of takes the parts of both, you know what I'm saying, and brings them together. And I think that's also what Moist does too, where he takes.
I think Moist does a good job. Yeah,
takes the both parts and brings it. Now, obviously, Moist, Black Hokage, way different than Kai. Way different than Kai.
True.
And I also want to acknowledge that Kai's not in my age range. You know, I feel like we have. I'm 20. I'm 20 years old.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what
18,
saying?
so.
When we started this channel, I was like, what? How old was I? 16? 16 when we started this
16,
channel?
and I was like 14, 15.
Yeah, but.
Damn!
Oh, God damn. Damn. I didn't just say that last part, but damn, I had to confirm.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy.
When we started this channel, Kai was just coming up.
Yeah.
So we really did.
But he also made different content.
He did make different content. When we made this channel, Speed was definitely on the come up. He was definitely on the come up. We didn't.
But he also made different content.
He did.
Speed didn't start pandering to a young audience till recent.
Until
he got his international shit. Until then, he was doing the edgy, you could watch him in high school and be like, okay, yeah, this is good content. Where now it's a little more for the kids, like very much for the kids. But back in like 2022, bro, you were watching Speed as like a middle school and high schooler, and it was like, okay, yeah, this dude got like good humor and jokes. Now it's like a walking billboard, walking
it's just
around.
Just like
the same emotes, the same fucking.
And he screams all the time.
Man.
It's